What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Donut Like, Donut Read. I am one of your hosts, Joaquin, and with me here today is Clemens.
Hello there.
Adam.
At your service.
John.
Greetings, normies.
And Julius.
Nothing against the normies, it's just that I've reached my breaking point. Also, hello.
And together we are a CJ.
Yeah, we were going to be reading something that I found 15 minutes ago. We were talking about before recording how we haven't really done like another rant video since, I think, pretty much since the start of our channel.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, one of our first videos was Rant.
by the way, one of my favorite videos, by the way.
Oh yeah, same.
Classic for sure.
So I think like a few weeks ago we decided to start looking for some more, like me and Adam, and then I was trying to find one that I that kind of brought up to them, but I didn't bookmark it, so I was trying to find it again, but I stumbled upon this while searching for it, and I was like, you know what, Kingdom Hearts Rant, yeah, it's in the Kingdom Hearts section. It's like, you know what? We looked over. It's like we're gonna do this. We're gonna knock this out. Also, excuse my voice. I got really bad allergies for like the last few days.
Don't worry about it, man. We feel you. I get violent coughs and sneezes during the allergy season, so.
Yeah. So this is by Bloody Black Valentine. Great name.
My Bloody Black Valentine. Great band.
My name is Bloody Black Valentine Dimension Raven. It's the nightmare.
This was published. I mean, date doesn't really matter, but it was published in 2009, and their name is Bloody Black Valentine, and it's a story, or it has to do with Kingdom Hearts. At least this quote fanfic. It's like, you know what? This is so like 2000s right here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Who wants to give us the description?
I'll do it. My thoughts on the Kingdom Hearts fandom. Criticism welcomed. Rated T for language. Do not flame, my flamers.
Is that?
Donut Flame.
I don't think we can say that anymore.
I don't think we specifically can say that. Maybe other people can.
Yeah, this is not the flamers get flamed.
So, who wants to start this?
Should we do this alphabetically or?
Yeah, do it alphabetically.
Okay. I mean, I'll just read this part too then. It's a response to a story called Divine Logic. I forget who wrote it. I won't look it up for some reason. But I've gotten so much feedback on this commentary from others who I've shared with. Now...
Yeah, my feedback.
I don't want to feed this man's back.
I'm gonna get my feedback.
Oh,
took it from me.
I'm just
the worst
imagining
alien events in Omniverse.
I was just imagining I just imagined Pat back from the hibernation episode of SpongeBob.
Oh god. Hi there, Riku. My name is Valback.
Now.
My name is Soraback. Holy crap.
Now I bring this mutiny for all to see. Mutiny?
Mutiny!
Don't give yourself that much credit, bro. You're just posting on fanfiction.net.
No, I'm changing the world.
Yeah, not to get all political, but before January 6th, February 7th was a really bad day in American history because of a big authors went mutiny against the Kingdom Hearts fandom.
Oh,
yeah, that's how January 6th was started. Yeah.
Yeah, you might not know this, but if you're a Kingdom Hearts fandom historian like me, like this is one of the most important happenings within the timeline.
He metaphorically nailed it to fanfiction.net's door.
Oh.
it's basically that, but for the Kingdom Hearts fandom.
Exactly.
So this guy is like a Kingdom Hearts Lutheran?
Yes.
Yeah,
it was-
the Kingdom Hearts fandom.
Yeah, it was a bunch of bullshit with fanfictions.net's official Twitter account posting the story and saying like, here, something big is happening on our side, check it out. They disregarded the safety of the Kingdom Hearts fandom for some views on their website.
A lot of people don't even know this because the news did not cover it, the fake news. But on January 6th, a bunch of Kingdom Hearts cosplayers and fans also stormed the Disney Capitol. I mean, castle.
Disney World.
Both.
At Disney Castle.
So many people died of heat stroke that day.
They wanted to steal what Disney said. They wanted to open the Disney World, the Disney Vault, to uncover the lost Goofy movie.
We will watch Peter Pan 2 Return to Neverland.
This story
Suicide Mouse is real.
The story wasn't very good, but I felt the need to share my opinions based on what it debated. Enjoy. I mean, you could have done that in the review section of the story.
Oh yeah,
I guess, but looking at how long this rant is, I think it's better they didn't.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I mean, then again, maybe we're hypocrites because we're doing review, but at least we're not doing it in a place where your average Kingdom Hearts writer from 2009 is going to see it. Like, we're trying to avoid controversy, not start it. No disclaimer, you corporate suits.
No, cooperate.
Cooperate suits.
Yeah, that's why everybody wants to get into management positions, because you just spent your day playing co-op games.
Yeah. I don't wear cooperate suits, I only wear mutiny suits, thank you. You don't own my ideas, and the Constitution supports me on that one. All characters, however, no disclaimer, in profile. This response has been altered with added inputs and a few grammatically fixed or changed variations.
That was a lie. He doesn't disclaim anything in his profile. All that's there is 1-800. I really enjoy carpeting.
I mean,
And we probably shouldn't show his name. I think he doxed himself.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on.
Might want to just
Well,
cut
it's
that
not
part out.
No, that's a
entirely.
comedian. That name's a comedian.
There we go.
Mitch
Okay.
Hedberg.
Unless
Okay,
he's the
we're
one who
good.
actually wrote this. That comedian wrote this story.
Yeah, probably.
I highly doubt so, since Mitch Hedberg died in 2005.
Maybe he was
wrote
a big
this
fan
from
of Mitch
beyond the
Hedberg at the
grave.
time. What are the odds that there are two Mitch Hedbergs in the universe?
But if you are the leader of a big mutiny, perhaps it is beneficial to let the feds think you are dead.
fair
Also,
point.
check out how to fake your own death by covered by the Steel Donut Collective.
Of course.
Yeah, that's what Simon did. Was it Simon in whatever?
First, let me state I am in Shonen Ai and Shoujo A supporter, yaoi and yuri included. Which is actually different if you look into it. So many people don't know this.
So many people don't care.
They don't. I guess, yeah. But I mean, I think if you know what any of these words mean, you'll probably also know that the other one is not the same as the other one.
It's like, you have to have a pretty high IQ to read Rick and Morty.
To notice the difference between yaoi and yuri, I guess.
One has two vowels, the other one has one. Or two, or three, depending on if you count Y.
Fangirls, when you go around boosting that you love yaoi, you are inculcating you love good gay sex.
You love saygex. When you use words like inculcating, you are inculcating that you're a giant nerd, so whatever.
So, who goes around boosting, not boasting, but boosting that they love yaoi and they don't know it means gay sex?
It means they got a boost in the algorithm.
People usually use it to mean boys love, and not really necessarily sex. So
I
get
guess
what they're saying.
So in this case, Bloody Black Valentine is wrong because maybe they just enjoy the romance and they love M/M romance.
Yeah.
I ask that you take yaoi out of your vocabulary for a month and see how easily you sew around saying gay sex instead.
That's not how that works. Also, I also know for a fact they're spelling it wrong. I think it's Y-O-A-I, right?
I think that's right. It's yaoi.
I'm pretty sure they're spelling it right, actually.
Yeah, I think they're spelling it right here.
Yeah, John is just covering himself. He's like, I'm totally not into yaoi. I don't even know how it's spelled, guys. Please believe me.
Yeah, I've never seen anything fake. Wait, what?
Now I'm thinking of that meme again.
John.
You know what I mean? The one with the like fake gamer comic with George Bush.
John, just so you know, when you go around saying you're boosting that you love yaoi, you're inculcating that you love gay sex. Just saying.
Oh no, I'm inculcating myself.
What? I don't even like yaoi. I don't even know what it is.
I've never watched Fake before. Wait, what?
John,
you ever see me again?
If you do like it, John, you know we support you, obviously.
I kid.
Yeah, but Arthur, how about you take inculcating out of your vocabulary for 1 month and see how you can run then?
Yeah, then we'll talk.
I say yaoi myself. However, if need be, I will happily oblige to my own demands.
Okay, so I'm a hypocrite, but I can choose not to be a hypocrite, or what are you saying?
I demand you do as I say, not as I do.
Guys, just so you know, apparently incult and inculting is actually a real word. I've never seen this one before. The author really wanted to bust out the thesaurus on this one.
Well, what does it mean?
Verb, to instill by persistent instruction, to teach, an attitude, idea, or habit by persistent instruction. And also, like, similar to instill or implant or fix. That's...
So you're implanting into other people that you love gay sex, I guess.
Yeah.
You really busted out your thesaurus for this rant, you know. It's kind of like, you know, back in the day when I used to write raps, I would pull up Rhyme Zone.
I'm an inculcating, manipulating,
mutiny, scrutiny. I don't know.
Implications, narrations, I don't even know.
Yeah, it doesn't even mean gay sex. If you learn the language, you will know it's not even Japanese. So for any of you who think it is, you are sadly mistaken.
Nobody cares.
So what? But like you said the opposite before. So what's like? Didn't you say a few sentences ago that it did mean that, and now it doesn't? Like what? I don't get this.
Well, according to futurelearn.com, yaoi is an acronym of the phrase is Yamanashi Ochi Nasaki Imai Nashi, which I guess they took like the YA of the first sentence, the O of the second and the third, and the I for the last sentence.
Okay, and what does the sentence mean?
No climax, no punchline, no meaning.
Okay.
And the genre consists of derivative works originating from parodies of existing anime and manga works? Huh.
The term is used, however, I do not deny that. I see it on mangas wrapped in plastic wrap on shelves at my local bookstore all the time. Graphic novels my ass. It's porn and they know it. But keep that under your head. We can't have them knowing we know.
What?
They know you know.
Yeah, listen,
there's 30 books out there.
Listen, I've seen some explicit stuff. You know what they do? They explicitly wrap it in like cellophane and like heat seal that cheat straight that stuff. So that's why people know that stuff. It's not like someone's gonna accidentally pick that up or whatever they're implying. I don't even know what they're talking about sometimes.
Now moving on, I see so many bad fan fictions and artwork, it's revolting.
Okay, now your line.
Buffalo diarrhea dick farts.
Hey, at least we have fun with this. I don't feel revolted.
Yeah.
Give me more garbage, please.
No matter how much one may love a pairing, a poor writer or artist can easily ruin things for a reasonable fan.
What?
You can also not look at stuff that is bad, you know that?
It's like, oh no, I looked at porn. I'm never gonna read anime again.
Yeah,
I looked for yaoi and then there was something explicit in this. I can't believe it.
see this guy. He didn't know how to use the back button on his browser, so he has to read the whole story and then click to something else in order to get out. Really sad.
I easily and do acknowledge the true relations of those in the Kingdom Hearts casting, which is why the 14th member insults me so much.
You see, they're referring to the... No, they're referring to... What was the third girl? What was the girl that was made of a amalgamation of Sora's and Roxas' memories?
I'm talking about Shion.
I think they're talking about, or I'm assuming they're talking about Organization
13, yes.
Right?
That's, Shion is number 14, quote unquote.
I mean,
that's I was looking that up. That's why I.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. Although technically,
I assume that's who they're talking about.
That's how,
because
the
next sentence right here. It's as though a 16-year-old girl got a hold of the script and spammed it with nonsense. Oh wait, no, never mind. They were not talking about Xeon.
Oh, they were talking about the fan fiction. Yeah. They don't know how ahead of the curve that the author of Divine.
I mean,
actually, hang on.
Shion existed by now.
Yeah, let me look up
the franchise. It's weird though that I'm so mad that someone wrote a fan fiction with a 14th member of Organization 13. Like, that's why it's called fan fiction.
I am so mad that something wrote something.
Oh my god, they didn't know.
Like.
They didn't know. This was released a few months before that game came out.
Oh, wow.
May 30th, 2009 was when Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days came.
Okay. But it's like I
thought it was released in 2008 for some reason.
Maybe I'm talking the US one. Maybe it was released in Japan a year earlier than that.
Hold on.
We'll look it up later.
Nope, 2009.
Ah.
I don't know why. All these years I thought it was 2000.
Oh, you were thinking Coded, I think.
Maybe. Okay. Another organization member, no matter who created it or how dimensional the character, it is no longer original when placed into that category.
Okay, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, the organization with the counted number of members has an extra member now. The secret +1 or 0. The 0th member.
What category? I literally don't understand the meaning of
this. This is just a guy who's making these long verbose sentences as if he's smart, but doesn't really mean anything.
Do they mean anything?
They don't. That's the thing.
I mean, really, what was
he's like it's missing something. Like what category?
We're missing context, I think.
I guess, yeah.
When they say category, they must mean something, but they don't know what they don't define that.
No, but you should have established what the category is within your rant, so that people understand what you mean.
Thus only proves how little originally Tetsuya Nomura has left. Not to mention dignity. This applies not only to Tetsuya, but to all fans who make this mistake as well.
What?
Oh no, it's
what has that to do with dignity?
I think it's literally just the insertion of the character in the name, and the organization. When the organization has a name that has a number included, and that number also happens to be the number of members, you can't have. They're like, you can't have any more members after that. No.
But it's like a fan fiction. You could do whatever the fuck you want. That's the thing.
Yeah, like you can make up a reason why they took on another member.
Yeah.
Like, who cares?
You know what? I love the idea. In Kingdom Hearts 2, Scar becomes a Heartless. I would love the idea of Scar also having a nobody who joins the organization. I mean, I never wrote this story. Someone should do that for me. But I'm saying that it's a cool thing, and that's why fanfiction exists.
No, but you can't have him. You can't have him join the organization because then it doesn't make sense anymore, and you're basically giving away your dignity by having there be a 14th member of Organization 13.
It's like someone playing Kingdom Hearts Ocarina of Time would say there are 6 sages. If there's it's the 6 sages. There cannot be a 7th sage.
Yeah, and this fanfic that Adam described, I read it and it ruined the characters for me, so now I no longer enjoy Kingdom Hearts because of one fanfic.
I also no longer enjoy gay sex.
It ruined gay sex and Kingdom Hearts for me.
Oh, poor John.
Oh no. Gay sex, yaoi. Lovers are so blindsided by their lover for the 2 males. I guess they mean the love of their 2 males.
I guess, yeah.
And why is 2 in quotation marks? Are they implying
every yaoi lover has another lover that makes them laugh.
Or are they implying
that makes them laugh yaoi?
Are they implying that the male...
You actually don't like yaoi because you like yaoi. You only like yaoi because your boyfriend likes yaoi. Who also only likes yaoi because his other boyfriend likes yaoi, and so on and so on.
Are you implying that that one of the males has a parasitic twin that the other's into? What's happening there?
No, you see, John doesn't know the yaoi genre, so he doesn't know that every yaoi is just one guy who has massive hallucinations. So he thinks he's with another guy, but in reality it's all in his head, so it's...
Oh.
From your point of view, it's 2 people, but deep down you know it's a yaoi, so it's just one guy with hallucinations.
Postmodern yaoi. You gotta deconstruct the narrative.
Yeah, I went to a museum of modern art recently. It was all just yaoi. It was great.
It's like I love the piece that said, the piece titled, "I may be schizophrenic, but I'll always have each other." Who's with me?
That's the name of my new yaoi manga series that I'm writing.
By the way, credit to Dave Hill for that joke. He did it for Comedy Knockout. And on the off chance that Dave Hill watches this, I don't even know. The two males that say the most incredulous things. Incredulous. Wow. I'm honestly completely humiliated to be considered one of them.
Not just one them.
Just to be considered one them. Oh, sorry. There is a freedom of expression, though, and no one has to write criticize a right. Sorry. No one has the right to criticize a person for stupidity of the makers for placing such blunt.
Shut up! This was almost as bad as that Don't Starve fanfic.
Oh yeah, say I can barely keep a track of what's happening here. Of romance between same gender characters.
Wait, let's go through the sentence again. So there is freedom of expression, so no one has the right to criticize a person for stupidity. Making
of the makers.
Wait, was it for indicating that there's? So are you saying no one has there's freedom of expression and no one has the right to criticize someone for liking yaoi?
Even though you're doing that right now?
Also that's literally what you're doing. So
you oversee a thing. He's doing a mutiny. It's not allowed, but he's doing it anyway. It's a mutiny.
Oh, okay.
Fans of all types must be sensible enough, though, to admit the faulty of their own imagination. What? The hell does that mean? Via in hetero or homosexual. So what?
Fans of all types must be sensitive.
I am so confused.
So what you're saying? It's my fault for wanting to see gay sex? Is what you're saying?
You're supposed to admit the fault. I just don't know what the fault is. I guess writing something that this person specifically doesn't like. Is he saying that people should just admit that they're wrong and he's right? I mean, I'm sorry if I'm misrepresenting this guy. I genuinely doesn't know what he's saying anymore. It's so weirdly verbose and so like, I don't know.
It loops right back around to being stupid.
We have to check out this Divine Logic story.
Oh, I tried looking for it. It's hard to find. It's not even on fanfiction.net, at least anymore.
Also, only if they're hetero or homosexual, not if they're bi or pan.
Or the pan-gender octopus that travels the universe looking for love.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you can do whatever he wants.
Nobody expects a pan-gender octopus. No, pansexual, excuse me. You know what? Fuck it, I forget it. Don't even care.
You can also be a pangender if he wants, I respect that.
Oh yeah. There's nothing more alien than the octopus. It has 8 brains, and it's one for each of its legs, and one central hub. It's much easier for a girl to... I, however, have no respect for those who support or make self-inserts or Mary Sues, which may be a main
Stop
cause...
that. Not you, hit him.
I mean, lots of people want... If people want to put themselves having... tummy sticks with Josuke from part 8 and let them.
Yeah, it's okay if you don't like self-inserts, but you don't need to be, I have no respect for them, or those who support them. Like, dude, just don't read them.
You can be critical of you can be critical of the concept and explain your dislike for them and make an argument that people shouldn't write it, but I mean, it's another thing to say I don't respect those people, because a lot of those people are probably just people who don't have experience, or they're very young, or both, and they just don't know any better, so I wouldn't go so far.
I think you could write a good self-insert story. But it's regardless of whether he likes it or not, it's like, I have no respect for them. I'm like, dude, it's fan fiction. Calm down.
I also don't really get what this has to do with yaoi or not yaoi. I'm pretty sure yaoi can have Mary Sue's as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like this man looks at, like, fanfiction, and as soon as he sees OC, the next line he reads is, Gee golly gosh, Glorowski. You know what I'm saying?
I think this guy is just very bad at, like I said, putting his thoughts into words and, like, ordering his thoughts as well, because this seems to, like, jump between, like, different points of, like, random points of contention this guy has. Like, in one paragraph, he's annoyed at yaoi fangirls for, I guess, being too weird about liking yaoi. I think that's what I'm getting from this. And then he's complaining about Mary's use, and it's not really connected.
What happened in this fanfic?
It's not even a fanfic.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the fanfic he read.
Yeah.
That inspired this.
Do they...
Yeah, I guess it had yaoi, but it also had straight romances, and the straight love interest was a Mary Sue, maybe? Who knows?
Which may be a main cause to my lack of love for heterosexual-based pairings. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah.
An essay... Listen, it's been a while since I've written an essay for high school or college, but this is the part where you just, like, immediately, like, press enter, and then better organize your thought. Doesn't matter if one paragraph is less. It's I think, like, they just didn't put it into the next paragraph, which I believe talks about what they meant, but, like, it seems to because I can't speak right now, which is why I don't write rant fics, because I can't organize my thoughts.
Yeah, I think it might have been a good idea to make an outline for, like, because that's what they had taught us in school, make an outline where you, like, and you follow a structure, like an argumentative essay structure, where you, like, you have your main thesis, and then you're putting your arguments into order. Maybe that would have been a good idea in this case.
Let's say, for the sake of the argument, you said you like yaoi. Wouldn't that imply that you said, basically, in that hypothetical scenario, that you like gay sex?
Let's say, hypothetically, I didn't enjoy heterosexual-based pairings. Now, that doesn't mean I am gay. In fact, it can also just be due to the fact that I think most straight pairings are kind of flat and Mary Sue's. And homosexual pairings are just more interesting. It doesn't make me gay, actually.
Let's say, hypothetically, you put a Mary Sue into a story. That means you are gay in this hypothetical scenario.
You're not homosexual, but you're in fact gay. There's a difference. Liberals.
Nice. I love how it bounces around like they're like a poem.
Yeah.
Up yours.
Woke moralists.
Yeah. I was trying to say
The
something
Jordan
else,
Peterson.
but
Yeah. God, what a
we'll see.
we'll
Shit.
see who writes who as a Mary Sue. God, what a small man that sounded like a sad Kermit the Frog. It's much easier for a girl to secretly self-insert that way. Twilight is a prime example.
Yeah,
Okay.
specifically, I mean, we've read enough fanfics, we know that guys also make embarrassing self-inserts, so...
Yeah, it's 2009. I got a shit on Twilight a bit because it's 2009.
I got a shit on teenage girls.
Yeah, society is really cruel towards things teenage girls like, unfortunately. I mean...
Fun fact, this was actually written by the young James Somerton.
Oh, so does that mean this isn't even his essay? He's just...
Yeah, but he added the...
No, fun fact, a young James Somerton actually took this essay and put it as a YouTube video.
Yeah, he just added the part where he wanted about women. That was his contribution.
99% of Mary Sues are heterosexual, and with my great dislike for them, I'm disinclined to open myself easily to any hetero-based pairing. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense at all.
No,
like-
you don't, that's what I said. You don't get it. I don't enjoy yaoi because I maybe like the idea of two boys kissing each other. In fact, it's only because all the heterosexual pairings are written by dumb Twilight fans who write self-inserts and Mary Sue's. That's it. That's the reason. I swear, man.
Oh, that's... I
yes,
think you actually...
my
I think
turn.
you actually found something he put on the cutting room floor. Is it because you're up?
I'm a straight basher, really. Just girl characters in general tend to be very flat and meaningless.
Oh, boy.
Fun fact is, nowadays this guy is making videos about the problem with the problem with Ray,
Oh,
the
God.
problem with forced diversity.
I'm a heterosexual, but I would rather be in a relationship with another man, but not be a gay. It's still.
Let's say I'm not gay. I'm just. Let's say hypothetically, I just take a relationship with a complex, well-written man over one with a flat woman.
It's not that I'm
Doesn't make me
gay.
actually.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Dear liberals, learn the difference.
And neither me nor my husband are gay. We are both straight, cis, God-fearing men.
It's not that I'm gay. It's more of a singular same-sex attraction.
Yeah, that's right. Get it right, libtards.
Tifa and Cloud are a pairing I actually enjoy, but that's only out of my respect for her character.
Oh, so if they can beat you up, you respect them, I guess.
But
Yeah,
for
but also Cloud can beat them up. Probably. But they don't respect him.
But for example, pairings including Axel with either Larxene and Naminé are highly disturbing. Larxene and Axel have such similarities it contradicts the foundation of a good relationship.
The fuck do you mean? No. What do they have in common other than just,
But-
like, being a part of the organization and wearing black?
Well, but haven't you heard opposites attract, and they're on total opposite because they're in the same organization, so categorically they can't be opposites, so obviously they're not meant to be. I mean,
Also,
I don't
they
know.
work in
I
the
don't
same
know about
place.
Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
It would have been good if the author maybe mentioned that, but I don't think that came to the mind.
Also,
the
isn't
moment.
Naminé like basically like 12?
No, she would be
Like essentially she's the
around.
same age as
I would imagine the same
Kairi, yeah.
maturity as Kairi, who would be around 14, 15.
yeah, same different. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if Axel was Axel looks like a grown ass man in his early 20s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
she's
a good
14,
argument.
the
That's a good
nobody of
argument.
Kairi.
Yeah.
That is a good argument against that pairing. Too bad this person didn't make that argument.
Yeah, exactly.
At most, I compare them to two people who really hate each other but are friends only to avoid conflict. Okay, whatever that means. So in my headcanon, they actually don't like each other. They're actually pretending. I mean, that's good for you, I guess. For him and Naminé, it's a lack of chemistry and not the age gap, I guess. Naminé was cute in the Japanese version of Calm, but she's very Mary Sue and obnoxious in the second game, as well as English release of Calm.
Listen.
That is.
They're chain of memories, but listen, man. We get it. You're gay and you feel bad about that, but you gotta acknowledge it. You were literally just typing out "come" unironically.
Yeah.
Chain of memories. That's what they mean by that. Why not just say chain of memories?
Man.
Which is the only reason I do not partake of the pairing of her and Roxas. The only reason. I want to make that very clear. They never shared sea salt ice cream together. That's classic carrot chemistry right there. In the second game, they shove her character down the gamer's throat like bad food or continuously feed you more as you play as Roxas.
What are you talking about? Like, I don't think we don't really interact with her much, even in Kingdom Hearts 2 at all.
Yeah,
she's
she's
just like
not-
there at
Listen,
the
man,
beginning, at
nothing
the end.
against the females. It's just that I've reached my breaking point.
Dear liberals, let's say for the sake of the argument that I have a force feeding fetish. Let's also
Okay,
say
liberal.
you will force down some carrots down my throat. And
Okay,
I will enjoy it,
avocado,
but I will
avocado.
pretend not to enjoy it.
Oh, wait a second. I think. Oh wait, I forgot the biggest question of all. He's like, he just asked the question. What is a yaoi?
It's easy to ruin a good character that way. I thought I'd enjoy her when I first played Kingdom Hearts 2, but after 5 minutes of it, I'd had enough.
So you were mad at her because you didn't like the dub of her? That's it?
I don't know. He's so unspecific, so I don't know.
Look at the picture I sent in recording one. That's a. I wonder if we should sort of make that the thumbnail.
Oh yeah,
But
I love that.
instead of liberal, what should it? I wonder what should the word be?
Teenage girls. Twilight fans.
Okay, yaois. Or Mary Sue.
Well, I thought this person had a.
Never mind.
Yeah, I thought this person was
Okay, flamers.
was pretty much a straight basher, but saying they aren't.
I don't know. It's weird.
We'll
Because
figure it out.
Mary
first they go on a... Yeah, I mean, we can talk about this once we're done with this. I have some thoughts on this. Okay, who's next?
Okay. Did you read the... It's next is Anne Kairi. Would you want to read that part
Yeah,
first?
I guess I
Because
can take that as well.
It's so short.
Then
I
we
would
can
combine the
take
next two together.
yeah. And Kairi, don't get me started on her. Oh, she didn't know who to share the purple fruit with. Hated that.
I mean, he's not wrong. That is the one good point he makes. That's all.
Yeah, but it's also this point. It's not really a unique point either.
Yeah.
Like everyone, one of the biggest criticisms of the games is that Kairi was like. I'm not gonna say Kairi was useless and that Kairi never had any good moments or piece involvement in the story. but her character maybe being a little lacking is definitely a criticism of the games in general.
Adam, counterpoint. Kairi Beloved exists, and retroactively, because this exists, Kairi is a useless character, because one fan fiction can ruin it all.
Personally, if it was up to me, if I was writing Kairi Beloved, I would just ship Sora and Roxas together. And then Kairi would be the one punching themselves in the socket.
And the ship
socket.
And the ship name would be Go Fuck Yourself.
But Roxas wasn't in Kairi Beloved.
Take that, liberals.
She doesn't fight, help, or aid in any way at all. She spends the majority of the second game running around yelling, Sora, Riku!
She's barely in the second game, really.
Yeah, she's in the beginning, like, and it just says, right, Sora?
Whatever.
And was the kidnapping necessary? No, it was not.
All right, so...
I think we go back around to Clemens, if I'm not mistaken. No, Adam.
Adam.
I forgot the alphabet again, damn it.
90% of Kingdom Hearts fans... Oh, girls, that's not true, but okay. Will tell you...
I would say it's mostly more like 40 or 50%.
I don't know. I'm not going to give it a percentage, but I'm pretty sure it's 90% isn't female, but whatever. Will tell you they spent cutscenes of Kairi and Axel obliging over Axel's strangely designed figure.
Obliging?
I am thankful... What?
Axel,
what am I reading?
Ah, yes, the strangely designed figure.
So what, Axel's like, would you do me? I'd do me.
Oh no.
Do me.
Roxas, put the lotion in the basket.
Now I'm just imagining Axel doing that dancing scene from Silence of the Lambs. God damn it. Shit. I am thankful to be a part of the percent to have hit the skip scene button repeatedly. Oh, you're so special.
Okay. I don't care about that gay shit.
It's like that. It's like people online who are like, I'm the 1% of people who've never watched Game of Thrones. Like, no one gives a shit if you're not interested in Game of Thrones. Like, you're not special for not caring about it.
Actually, because I'm so cool, I play Kingdom Hearts for the gameplay, not the story. Yeah.
They'd have a hard time in the first game. The first game on PS2, you could not skip the cutscenes. They would have to watch Kairi.
They close their eyes, put their hands over their ears, and say la 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 for 5 minutes. And then open them again and hope the cutscene is over.
It's like, he skips the cutscene and he's like, he had one Keyblade, now he has 2. Ah!
However, I do that whenever that disturbed man walks onto the scene. Now, I'll rant a little, just a little, on the most horrid character of any game series, Axel.
Don't you mean Eli Nuttenberg?
Axel Nuttenberg.
What does he mean by horde? I guess he's gonna explain it.
He's like the one.
He's
that everyone...
tempting me with a strangely sexy figure.
I still, to this day, have the disdain for him seeing how he killed off my favorite character.
Oh, now we know.
Oh no, plot happened. How awful. Has anyone besides me seen the English version of Vexen's death? Pure ownage, wouldn't you say?
How did we get here from ranting about yaoi?
I looked up Vexen. That is the most boring looking like anime character I've ever seen.
He is very bland looking, but he is part of the story. I'm not going to say, I mean, it's okay if you like him because there's reasons to like him as a character, but we're so mad.
Remember in 2009 you went on YouTube and instead of COD montages you had Kingdom Hearts montages of total ownage of Vexen.
Yeah, fuck Vexen in particular.
Vexen dies and then at like 20% volume and when MLG horns come at 120% volume.
I nearly wet my pants laughing. I know some of you must be
Okay.
asking yourselves why I hate Axel at this point. I don't give a shit,
What's
honestly.
such a weird way to phrase that? I nearly wet my pants laughing.
I wasn't crying, I was actually laughing. I was laughing so hard that I cried.
I was laughing so hard that I came.
Oh god.
It's like
Hey, Alice.
if I might quote the nerd from Robot Chicken, it's true. You really can pee your pants and have an erection at the same time.
Wonderful. Yes, there are many factors that play in, but all in all, I have to blame the fans. Of course, it's their fault you hate a character. His character is rather interesting, and it's amusing how he mirrors Reno in a way. Reno? Is there
I
Reno in
assume
Kingdom
Reno
Hearts?
from Final. No,
Oh, okay.
he might be.
Or the
talking
Reno
about
that's
Reno
in
from Final Fantasy VII.
Kingdom Hearts. You know, because everyone
Is
has,
there
has, a,
one?
do- has a copy in.
I don't know. I just keep reading. But as I said, bad fandom can ruin things for the reasonable fan. The reasonable fan will ignore the fandom and enjoy what they like. But yeah, whatever.
Yeah, that's what
No,
I
but-
call a reasonable fan.
I call someone a reasonable fan who goes on a 2,000 word round.
Yeah. You know, I'm a reasonable fan of Rick and Morty, which is why I don't hang out in the Rick and Morty fandom. I mean, that's...
Well, I'm a reasonable Rick and Morty fan, which means I spend hours typing up rants about how I hate the average Rick and Morty fan and how they all suck and like cringy memes.
Yeah, I guess you're more
Yeah,
average than
I'm
me.
a reasonable Rick and Morty fan. You know, I went to the McDonald's, asked for Szechuan sauce, and they didn't have it. And I pulled my shoulder over my head, and I said, "Wubba-lubba-dub-dub."
And I want to stress that, yes, I did that, but it was different to when all the other Rick and Morty fans did it. Because
Yeah,
unlike them, I could have not done it. I could have chosen to not done it.
I wonder what would be the Kingdom Hearts version of that.
Going to an ice cream parlor and asking, "Do you have
Sea salt ice cream?"
Sea salt ice cream.
Yeah, and then getting mad
When they
don't.
have it, bite into it and say, "Sweet, no, salty." I can't do a Donald Duck impression.
No, I don't know if anyone can really do Donald Duck very well. At least of us.
I mean, there's a few people who can, but I'm not one of them.
The idea that there are girls my age and younger wanting to have sexual intercourse, sex,
What?
sweating, nasty, bed-bouncing sex with a fictional character highly disturbs me.
Be disturbed. Oh.
What the hell?
What? Well, that... I mean... I got no
How
words.
dare you be in puberty? You degenerate.
This guy's calling me out now. I'm thinking about all the sexy, swittying, nasty, bed-balancing sex I wanted to have with fictional characters when I was younger.
No, I came up with the idea of that Szechuan sauce video Kingdom Hearts version. Maybe, like you said, you go to an ice cream parlor, ask for sea salt ice cream, they don't have it,
And you just
and then
burst into flames?
you're dressed up as so as like or Roxas. It's like, what? It's like, you don't have any sea salt ice cream? You get on the stand and they say, "I want sea salt ice cream," and then it's like,
You bust out your keyblade and just hit the cash register?
Yeah.
yeah, and then you go like, "Gosh."
Your friend pulls up behind you and goes like, "Oh, Sora."
You severely screwed up!
Gosh, Sora, you're in a coma.
Gosh, Sora, what the flip?
Well, Sora, it's time to wake up. It's time to let go, Sora. It wasn't your fault.
You think that's bad?
No, Family Guy.
Man,
How does Goofy lead into Peter Griffin?
how does everything lead back to Family Guy for us?
Yeah, I'm a reasonable Family Guy fan, so when I went to Burger King and asked for my Griffith sauce and they didn't have it, I stood there for 30 seconds without moving, and when they asked me what I was doing, I was saying, yeah, I was having a cutaway gag. but you couldn't see it.
You know, I think this story is breaking my mind more than the gay turtle story we read.
I'm not even gonna ask.
It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one.
Would you say this is a mutiny?
A mutiny, yeah. I refuse to be another girl wasting her life on someone that isn't real. I'm not like all the other girls.
So we were wrong about this being a guy, I guess.
I'm gonna waste my life writing this.
So I guess Mitch Hedberg was just a comedian, long-haired, glasses-wearing comedian that they liked.
I guess, yeah.
I guess. You know, I'm still going to do this voice because they don't deserve me to change voices.
So I guess this isn't a guy who's severely in the closet and coping in the wrong ways. This is just a pick-me girl.
A girl who's she was angry in the closet.
This is
I'm
just
not like
a
all the
girl
other
who
shippers.
thinks that things like her liking of yaoi is somehow more pure than everyone else's. You know, I somehow respect that even less, so...
Okay. I lost my place. So in that sense... keep going.
The author is getting... I'm looking... I just read ahead. I just read ahead a little bit. The author is getting more, like, unhinged.
Oh, no.
We're gonna see.
This is great. So in that sense, I want to be as polar from the rest of you unsettling Axel fangirls. Also looking like a demented remake of Sonic the Hedgehog isn't exactly what I think as sexy. Sorry. Well,
that's not what he looks like, so whatever.
I happen to love Shadow the Hedgehog, and I would totally have sweatying, nasty, bed-bouncing sex with him.
I mean, you say that, but then you look up Axel the Hedgehog, and you go into recording one, and you change your tune pretty quickly.
Oh gosh, yeah, never mind.
I found it when I searched up Axel the Hedgehog, and this is my favorite one.
Oh my god.
This is great.
Jeez.
I don't want to have sex with that, but I will keep him as a pet, and I will feed him lots of snails.
Ironically, Caesar ice cream will kill him. I got the source is above the link. Is the image.
Clemens,
From this, I would like to remark on how girls using the ever so popular Aku Roku can self-insert through Roxas.
I thought heterosexuals rather self-inserts. Heterosexual pairings. I thought the girl characters were the self-inserts, and now boy characters are also self-inserts. But you said this mostly happened in the heterosexual pairings, and that's why you liked yaoi pairings more. What?
As for the kid doesn't have it hard enough, how would you like being voiced by an asshole like Jesse McCartney when have girls pretending to be who to fuck your best friend? That sucks.
What?
You can read the next one, Clemens.
Yeah.
You know how this is so 2000s? That just the mention of the name Jesse McCartney.
Yeah, that is true.
The only other place I know him from, besides him voicing Roxas, was his guest appearance on Zack and Cody. I forgot what his actual profession was. He's like a singer, right?
I don't know him actually.
I'm Jesse McCartney.
Yeah, singer-songwriter. Oh yeah, he was a singer, yeah.
I agree that many girls self-insert through yaoi, gay sex, but through the writing style you can depict the hidden source from the actual yaoi. Gay sex fans.
Huh.
I could have sworn all these years Jesse McCartney was the voice of Roxas was the same voice as the kid from Digimon Tamers, but I guess I was wrong.
I'm very critical of this intent not to face the person directly, but rather take mental indication so that I may not repeat the same mistake accidentally.
What do you mean by that?
I have no idea.
Face what person directly? What are you talking about?
I would love, just as an experience, to look through the eyes of this writer for like an hour and kind of assess what the world looks like, because it's got to be very interesting on like an intellectual level, you know, to kind of see what that's like.
Maybe you're just misunderstanding this. Maybe in a few years or in a few like decades, this will be viewed as like one of the most important philosophical texts of this millennium.
It's like they see a gay couple holding hands, like, no, that shouldn't be you, it should be me, except it shouldn't be me, because that'd be self-inserting.
I actually don't like when girls like to pretend that should be them. That's why I take the mental indication so that I don't do that, whatever mental indication means.
Ouch.
On that note, may I ask why Axel is always blowing Roxas and fucking him up the ass?
That's because people find that hard. Next question. Why is he doing like the most common things people do in gay sex? I don't know. You tell me, bro.
It's almost as if two guys don't have a place to put it, so they gotta get creative.
It's the same thing over and over time again. May I remind you all that Roxas is the one kicking ass and sucking on salty bars the entire game through.
So was he. They're both sucking
salty bars.
Even Shion's doing that.
Doesn't make you special.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. They don't. She doesn't know she exists yet. So
all the kids are doing that these days. That's not special. So
Okay.
your actual problem is that that Roxas should be the top. Is that a big criticism?
Listen, Roxas for sure is not a top, for sure.
Yeah, he should be the top. He should make all the life decisions every time, not just in the bedroom. Because that's totally what the top is, right, guys?
You should say, Axel, you need to be in the kitchen.
Okay, I just gave myself bed mentals. There will be no sleeping after this.
Bad Mentos.
Yeah, I also have bad mentals now.
Okay. May I take the next one, or is that...
Maybe Joaquin's.
Wait, no, I think...
Oh,
no, that's me.
That's you,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
you.
next.
Right, yeah, sorry.
Opinions are self-driven and cannot be decided for any one person expect themselves.
Thanks for telling me the obvious.
I hope you have enjoyed this author's rant and will take some of its good meaning into consideration.
That will be kind of hard because I don't know what the meaning for most of it is.
So what, you like gay sex? You don't like gay sex? You don't want people
what's even their point, really?
There really isn't a point. It's just them complaining about things they don't like, and they're trying to sound smart about it, but it's just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, I don't even think... Like I said, I think this is just, like, random minor grievances, like, put together, and then the person pretends like there's a bigger point, but there's really not. This is just... Like, most of this doesn't really connect to each other, except that all of the points they make are, like, things they don't like in Kingdom Hearts fanfics, I guess. But that's worded really confusingly.
I like to think of as a reasonable person.
Yeah,
Too late.
You and me both.
I like how they didn't say themselves. I'd like to think of as a reasonable person.
It's like, I like to think I'm a reasonable person, but I don't think like them.
Yeah.
But not, I don't think I am them.
While you are all out there thinking about fucking fictional characters, I am thinking up reasonable persons.
Well, all those soft city folks are in their heads reading books about Roxas and Axel. I'm out here.
And if I had said something that you believe is unjustified, please tell me.
Don't. Even if that is justified, don't.
Don't, yeah.
They're probably a teenager, about them. Let them. They probably evolved beyond that point.
Very likely.
This is the kind of thing that if I posted this on fanfiction.net and someone brought it up to me years later, I would be deeply ashamed because, yeah. I probably would have deleted this years ago if I remembered it.
I would assume they changed. It's been 15 years.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
God
They'd be
damn,
ashamed,
dude.
yeah.
2009 was 15 years ago.
Man.
Yeah.
Can't believe it was 50 years ago.
Even if you just want to curse me out to protect an Axel XOC, Riku XOC, or Zexion XOC story you wrote, yuck. My only request is that you write legibly enough for me to read and support your ideals with logical or at least reasonable answers.
Do as I say, not as I do. None of this, please. Sorakair forever! You big Miani! You're just a loser! And you sucks! 1-1!
Man, that is so 2000s.
That is so 2000s.
This took way too long to write. Trust me, I'm not worth the effort. I will, however, forward the letter to my English teacher and allow her to explain the rules of proper grammar and capitalization. Like, what? Why?
Are you gonna do
Forward
that to
what
what
letter?
you wrote? Because I think they'd have a field day with it.
Yeah. Hey, Mrs. Teacher, I can't stop thinking about gay sex.
I can't stop thinking about those hot anime boys. I don't claim to have it perfectly either, nor do I pretend to, so don't bother using my less superior writing skills as an attack against me.
Damn, she got me.
Uh-oh. We're doomed, boys.
It won't work, and I'll call you out as being a racist just
No.
because I can. Okay, now
My
we can.
weakness.
Now we can. Now we can. Like, what's? You can't just say that. Like, that just makes you not want. No one wants to talk to you if you're just gonna be like, you don't like me. Well, you're a racist.
Well, maybe.
Well,
Maybe
you're
I'm trying
a
to be
little
charitable
bit
here.
too.
Maybe English is not their native language, and by calling out her grammar, you're being kind of xenophobic because you're making like fun of her for her language skill.
Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Okay, let me clear up some things before you review. First, I do not hate the fandom as much as I said. I didn't get from that. I mean, I exaggerated to make it comical. If you couldn't tell by
Comical?
now, this whole thing is a joke. Also, that's why it didn't make sense.
That's
Well,
the
I
coward's
believe-
way out.
Well, I
Aha,
believe every word it says, but it's still a joke. Okay.
You know,
That's even more cowardly.
I thought jokes were supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was funny, but not in the way you probably wanted it to be. Whatever.
Second, I know why Axel kidnapped Kairi. It was to bring Sora to him or whatever and make Sora into a Heartless so he could retrieve his lost friend. However, most fans will agree it should have happened that way.
So you
Wait,
can't say
what?
you know why Axel kidnapped Kairi and then in the second sentence start with whatever. Or
Yeah, but
whatever.
I don't like it, and I think it's dumb.
Yeah, that's what I wrote in my bachelor's thesis. Yeah, I think this component does job X or whatever. Yeah, it's you can just throw or whatever in. It doesn't make you look like an idiot.
Third, Xion, you cannot change my mind about her. I actually think she's cute to an extent. I think I will like her, but not how she's brought into the game. Seriously, you will not change my mind. I'd rather shit bricks than accept her.
Wait a minute. So Zion was a thing in the fandom because of the
Maybe they knew who she was already.
Oh
Maybe,
yeah, I forgot because trailers. Yeah.
Yeah. Even then, like, I guess it's okay if you don't really care about her, but you're very dramatic about it.
So, was she actually ranting about a canon character when it was about fanfics like a paragraph ago?
Yeah, it's just... Who knows? Who the fuck knows?
Fourth, I'm not gonna call it any racist. It's an integrated joke on how there's a double standard of name calling between whites and ethnics. Because whites don't have ethnicity. And how immature people will say the most brainless things when insulted, thus making a claim that someone is being racist when they insult my grammar because I'm a Latina. Yes, bitch, I know it's grammar.
What?
Then why didn't you change it? Why didn't you change it to grammar?
Because I can do what I want. If you call me out on it, you are racist.
You got to lay epic base it.
Yeah, there are lots of other people that like type up stuff up that don't have English as their first language. Just like there's a bunch of people. We've covered a bunch of fics, right, like that, right, guys? And that's not racist to say they don't know English, right?
No, it's not. And yeah, we try to focus on other weird things about their stories, not the fact that maybe they're having a hard time.
They say they're Latina, but they don't say that English isn't their mother language, so whatever.
Ethically, they're like, like Hispanic, but they're from America.
Probably, yeah. Okay, fifth. I like Sora Kairi a bit because it's an actually pairing placed in the actual game. Actually, it's canon, but very heavily implied canon, so there.
It's not, they didn't even spell canon right.
But heavily
spelled it like
Cannonball.
Cannonball cannon.
I disagree. Mainly because we never see them together. Like, I mean it. Most of the game they are separated from Kairi.
Yeah, I mean it's. You could definitely talk a lot about how good you think the pairing is. There's, whatever though. Yeah.
I was using it was a prime example for any yaoi hater out there who was mad at me and would try to use it against me. Yeah, Sora and Kairi forever, because that's how long the damn series gonna last.
What? Oh,
She's
yeah.
not wrong.
Oh.
The series is going on forever.
Yes, I agree with that point wholeheartedly. No strings attached.
So I said the thing that I know would make people upset, even though I don't believe it to be true, just to bait people, I guess. Sixth, I know people aren't going to stop using yaoi and yuri, and neither am I. I only use it around friends because they know that I know what it really means.
Hypocrite!
But you're saying it here in this rant. Still. Seventh, when I make a friend and if they know what that sort of stuff is, I explain it to them in further detail. Not sex, I mean the term, you perverts. Though I do some things you can do that most yaoi fans don't realize.
Oh, okay. How special?
You don't have to say that. You don't have to. No, I don't care what you do in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take it from here, these next few parts.
Have at it.
Anyway, over the net with one of my best friends, I say yaoi, because it's easier.
Hypocrite!
In the real world, however, I actually say shonen ai. Oh my god,
that makes it look like even more of a nerd.
Yeah, what a dweeb.
Yeah, actually, I don't say yaoi because it actually means gay sex, and I am not into the sex part. I just like the intellectual, romantic part between, I don't know.
I read it for the big hands.
Oh, yeah.
If you wonder why I don't say gay or male-on-male romance out loud in the real world, I'm going to be disinclined to give you an answer. I will, however, throw a brick in your house. That sounds like a threat. With the word homophobes on it, attached with the definition, and the story of Matthew Wayne Shepard. Oh my god.
Lady,
don't bring him into this. You don't get to bring him into this. Don't do that.
And newsflash, lots of people call themselves gay. Or like, and no one I've ever seen says male-on-male romance out loud or in private ever.
It's just.
Also, we talked about this before, and this is actually one of the reasons I thought this the author of this was a male, because I read this as this person is in the closet.
Yeah.
And doesn't want to talk about liking boy-ex-boy romance because like homophobic people will harass them.
Yeah. It's just.
But if they're a girl, like, what exactly are you afraid about?
I don't know. The simple answer: I don't want to be known as the school. Blank. Thanks. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like I should say that word.
But if you're the.
It doesn't. Nothing makes sense.
Why would they call you that if you're just a girl who finds. Who likes that sort of stuff? That's not really
to give her the benefit of the
whatever.
To give her the benefit of the doubt. kids in high school are especially cruel. They will say things even if it doesn't make sense. I mean, if this thread has taught us anything, is that like people will use the word yaoi or whatever the heck and use it to describe a whole other thing. Even when it doesn't make sense.
Also, remember this was in 2009.
So like, there might be a legit argument there.
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt here.
On another note, I hate it when people use K thanks. It's rude.
I don't care.
Appreciative.
Don't care.
And I'm using it that was in the light of which I was speaking. In other words, I was being sarcastic. Of course you were.
Thanks for that. Okay,
yeah, thanks. Thanks, man. Irony. Learn it. Copyright me. Yes, I do copyright that.
Copyright.
Someone take this away from me.
Oh my god.
Can someone else read this real quick? I'm done. I need to take a break from this.
I can do it if you want me to.
Yes, please. Well, actually, I guess it should be Clemens.
Clemens, you want to read like the first couple ones and I can read the rest?
Yeah. Finally, no hate mail, please. Yes, finally, a good point in this one. No hate mail. When I truly hate something, I avoid it entirely. My first review was kind of rude, and I'm not speaking at anyone directly in this rant, so this ramble is not personal attack. However, when you write me, it's directed just at me, so keep that in mind. Also, DLD, I will kill you. Also, remember this. When you point a finger at someone, you've got 3 pointed right back at you.
She says after pointing her finger at an entire community of people.
Yeah, and now we're pointing at her, so I guess she was right about that.
Joke's on us. I guess we also hate this section of the Kingdom Hearts community?
I guess.
Whatever.
That was told to me by my fitness teacher, Mrs. Jenny, so in my mind she's got ownership of that. Though she may have heard it somewhere else, I'm fully aware.
Whoever the fuck Miss Yenny is.
It's like Nurse Joy. Every middle school in America has a fitness teacher, Miss Yenny.
That's true. That my fitness teacher in 8th grade, Miss Yenny.
When I was alone and morbidly obese, you know who was there for me? Miss Yenny.
Yeah, she's been there for all of us.
She was there for every one of us in life.
If you're offended by something, that's because you have placed yourself in a category, and it's for reasons like those. The world is so messed up.
Weren't you the one getting offended by all this other shit? Okay.
Yeah, that's just because you placed yourself in a category, man.
Oh, I'm pointing fingers
you
again.
You could have placed yourself into the category of someone who doesn't take issue with all the problems you mentioned. Ever thought about that? Like, just place yourself in another category, man. That's how it works.
It's not the only reason, it's just one of them. There, now post. Oh, and 7. I know what PS means now. And stop reading my profile. You already know what a disclaimer is, people. I know you do, so don't lie.
Objection! There's no disclaimer on your profile. ... But
you're not even supposed to read it, so I don't get it.
8 times 13. I numbed is like this because my stupid word program keep making it list out differently, and FF fanfiction couldn't recognize it. Taste my rainbow.
Yeah,
That's how you end your story.
I downloaded the stupid thesaurus plugin and it replaced my normal word with inculcating.
Holy shit. I'm at the reviews.
I can't do it, guys. I can't read this.
We got one that's
it's so much.
We got one that's like just almost the length of the fic.
Yeah. There's only one review I want to read. It's by Chilltown. It says, Penis! Shout out to the old school YouTube poop.
Yeah.
That's
I can either read one of these super fast, power through, or
read one of the shorter ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want to read these longer reviews, I mean, we're gonna put the link in the description anyway, so you guys can just read it for yourselves.
Also, funny enough, Destroyed City mentioned the origin of the term yaoi. The same thing, the no climax, no point, no meaning thing. They also mentioned that there. So, people knew these things before. That's neat.
Okay, so Chinese Fire Drill, great name, says, Kingdom Hearts is kind of stupid, but you are stupider. Trying your hardest to be mean and rude and swear a lot does not equal funny. It just equals trying too hard and looking like a fucking idiot. Please don't try to be hilarious again. It's too painful for me. I'm not reading the rest of that.
Hey, don't be mean, you fuckers.
Alright.
That we got nothing else we want to look over, right?
Yeah, go read the reviews yourself because we can't be bothered, and this is kind of hard.
They're too long. I'm burnt out already.
This
whole thing was already confusing enough.
We got a Discord, a public Discord in the description if you guys want to hang out with us there. We got other social media in the description if you want to follow us in any of those sites listed below. You also have a request form if you have anything. It doesn't have to be specifically fan fiction, anything media related as long as it's bad, unintentionally. You can link that in the Google form and we can take a look at it. And remember, if you do not read liberals.
Bye.
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 Peace out.